Good morning, Women of Vision. This is Casey Strohmeyer, and we are going live today with someone very special that I'm really excited to be doing this live with. But before I bring her on, I have to add her. So we're adding Tami. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning so far. It's Friday, yay. Hopefully it's your weekend and you can do something fun. Hey, Tami,
Hi.
there you are.
That's How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
I can
Okay,
perfectly.
good. Usually it works good if one of us has headphones.
Okay.
So no echo. Thank you for having
Oh,
me.
yes, absolutely. I never thought of using headphones. That's a good tip already. Thank you. I guess
Okay.
I need to get me some AirPods because my kids always take my wired, the ones with the wires.
Yeah, this is not ideal, but at least it helps.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we are live already with Tami. I will introduce her in just a minute. Like I said, I'm really excited to have Tami on this morning because we're going to learn a lot from her today, girls, women, and men. We have men that watch too. Hello, Jessica. Thank you for joining. So before we begin, I will read the Women of Vision mission statement and vision. Together, Women of Vision will promote, support, motivate, and empower each other to achieve our dreams. With a spirit of integrity and excellence, we will motivate and thrive, activating our unique abilities. By empowering each other, we will not only achieve our personal and professional goals, but positively affect our communities economically, ethically, and socially to then duplicate success in women throughout Reading and beyond. And our mission is Women of Vision is a movement, not a meeting. We are women empowering women locally and globally. We connect female professionals and entrepreneurs to fuel a fundamental paradigm shift from competition to collaboration, solitude to accountability. Collectively, we will encourage powerful women to become change agents in our community and throughout the world. That is awesome. Every time I read it, it gives me goosebumps because it's
I
just,
I do too.
it's so amazing just what Maurice Brown, our founder of Women in Vision, has started and what it's developing into. And it's just crazy how fast it's growing. I mean, she just went and launched in Long Beach or down in LA, Orange County, and we launched, I think we're launching, I don't know if we launched yet in Ashland, but we will be. And then Red Bluff is this Saturday. So we're
Fantastic.
growing quick. That way, women that want to come to our meetings and see what we're all about, they don't have to travel to Reading every time. We have a tribe in Chico, Mount Shasta, we launched a few weeks ago. So it's just amazing. Hey, Sarah, good morning. So I will go ahead and introduce Tami professionally and formally. Tami Stover is a certified life empowerment coach, home business strategist, and mentor for girls. She helps women to develop and growth mindset and prevent I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Underachieving in their life by gaining clarity, confidence, and learning success. Strategists to win in life and business. Tami has passion for helping women dig deeper, break barriers, and level up in their lives. She lives with her husband, BG, of 22 years, three daughters, Marley, Olivia, Sydney, and dog Cash. Tami loves to cook and read and spend time outdoors. She enjoys networking with other like-minded women that are on a mission to create a positive impact in the world. I love that already. Tami is also, she's a certified life empowerment coach, um, home business
That, that
strategist.
that's the same.
Okay,
But you did great.
oh, I see it's on there too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here with us this morning, Tami. I know that a lot of women will get a lot of value out of this. I just know already because everybody needs to know how to market their business on Facebook and how to grow their audience and their list. So, um, what is it that you love about your job the most?
Wow. Oh gosh. Well, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And I love helping people. I love helping women get their message out to to the world in a bigger way. And that has kind of what brought me into, I was speaking with Michelle earlier today in our group, and we were talking about it. And I said, it may have been subconsciously my intention, but I didn't think it was my intention to help with marketing. And that's kind of where my business has gone as far as life coaching and working with women. I'm helping entrepreneurs now navigate and learn how to utilize social media the correct way and how to be authentic and provide value and get their content out there so their voices can be heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, like they try to advertise or they, try to get the word out on there, but they're not really getting much interaction.
Right, right. So I wanted to come today and I had just a few, I have like 3 or 4 things that I thought I would share and talk to you guys about as far as Facebook, a little bit of Instagram, but mainly Facebook because they're so connected. Facebook owns Instagram. And so the things that you see rolling out on Instagram, they're kind of like little testers for Facebook. And so I know a lot of people experienced a week or so ago kind of the Facebook blackout.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, yeah. And so for me, I run the majority of my digital agency, obviously online and utilizing Facebook. And so there are some changes coming down the pipeline. And I thought I would just get on here and share just a couple basic ones. And the one major thing that a lot of people don't necessarily realize, and especially business owners or coaches, or maybe if you just have a home business, you might not have a business page. And so Facebook actually recognizes kind of 2 types of users. And so one is a consumer, which we all are consumers, and that is our personal profile. And so it's to get on and network and visit with our friends and see what's going on. And we're the consumers. And then the creator is someone that has a business page. And so Facebook's really going to start identifying people and kind of filtering them into the 2 categories. You can be a consumer and a creator, but you're not going to be able to promote your business on your profile. And that's what a lot of people are doing. So, so coming for 2019 and through 2020, there's going to be some different changes coming along the news feed. You're going to kind of see some different things happening, but stories are really important to utilize your Facebook stories for kind of your everyday life. And then providing value and content is more for the news feed. And so if you are a business owner or want to have a business or grow a business, posting and utilizing a business page is going to be really what is going to need to happen. Mm-hmm. So do you have any questions about that?
Well, we can ask our viewers. We have some people watching. Good morning, okay. Julie. Thank you for watching. So I don't have any questions yet.
Okay.
And I should have questions because I don't have questions.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll just kind of keep going and give some information. So people ask me all the time, why do we even need to use Facebook? Why should we use Facebook? And whether you have a brick and mortar traditional business or a home-based business, it's just, it's kind of like, Facebook and the internet is kind of like the radio. It's never going to go away. We're always going to have it. And it's where people are at. And so you want to go where the eyeballs are, basically, and build those relationships and connections and do it in a way where it's convenient for people. And so you can utilize it for your business by using groups or events and different things like that. So a few, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I do have a question about the groups. I've heard that you can get more of an audience that way.
You can. And so there's some specific systems and strategies. And that was one of the points I was going to talk to you about is attraction marketing and posturing and using that to help yourself grow your audience on Facebook. But the first thing, and I think what a lot of people are confused about, is we all get excited. We might have a new business, or we might have a service that we provide, and we want to let people know. And so a lot of people get online and they go on their personal profile and they kind of just throw it all out there. It's like mud on a wall. And so the thing is, you want to basically identify who your customer avatar is, or your ideal client. And so what a lot of people don't know, they're just going online and they're talking to everybody. And not everybody on your personal profile may not be interested in your business or your services. And so they might like you for who you are as a friend or family, but they're not necessarily interested in your business. And so that's another reason why to have a business page, because you can have your targeted audience on that page of the people that you're speaking to. So the first thing to really get clear on is identifying who do you serve, and who is your ideal client, and who is your ideal customer. And that's called, for, a lot of people know this and some may or may not, but it's called your customer avatar. And so really it's the one you want to identify. You want to think about the one person and just choose one person and really get to know that person in your mind. And how are you going to serve them? What are they struggling with? What are their problems? What do they worry about at night before they go to bed? And really get to know that person, and then figure out how you are solving their problem. A lot of times people have, say, maybe a product, and you don't want to feature your product on your page. You want to feature a benefit. You want to let them know what the benefit is and how you can help them. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's helpful. A lot of time we get excited and we think, oh, I can just tell people I'm a coach and I can help them do this and I can help them do that and I can help everybody. And that's great. And there's a lot of things that we can do, but being really specific and kind of niching down to your customer avatar will help you articulate your message and your marketing much better, and let people know clearly how you can serve them.
Okay. Jessica has a question.
Okay.
When starting a page, but you don't have an entrepreneur title yet, when would be the best time to tell your audience your intention for the business you're wanting to create?
Well, that would probably be just getting clear on how you're going to help them, Jessica, and being able to identify that. And then maybe if you're going to provide some content and provide some value on your business page, you can let people know that you're starting that to go look. You don't have to title it as a business page. It can be a fan page. And so it's the same thing, fan page, business page. And I think once you have probably at least 1,000 true fans on your personal profile is probably a good time to start putting some content on your business page. I hope that answered your question. So
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, you can start, I'm sorry, you can start at any time and let people know it's there, but it's okay if you're not putting anything on it. But there's also some other tips and reasons why you want to do a business page too, because there's some different automations and different things that you can utilize from a business page that you cannot utilize from a personal profile. So Facebook's they're really wanting people that are having businesses or providing services to use those business pages. So they're providing some other tools on there that we can use.
It's more authentic to kind of start slow anyways, right? I mean, more organically.
It is. And you can actually, and the nice thing is you can actually go into, now if you have a business page, you can actually go into other groups as your business page. And you can go, I always suggest and talk to people, because I have people all the time tell me, well, I don't know that many people and I don't know who to add. And so, figure out 2 or 3 different things that you really like to do and go find some groups, find some groups where your ideal avatar is hanging out and things that you authentically like, even if it's just has nothing to do with your business. If you like, I like to cook. And so I'm in a couple cooking groups because I can share recipes and I can get recipes and share ideas. And that's just, you want to always remember to build authentic relationships with people that have nothing to do with your business as well.
Right, because then they feel like they're being spammed, and then they don't want to even see your page because they're like, enough, you know?
Right. And that brings me to my second point. So the first topic that I wanted to talk about was getting you clear on your customer avatar. The second one would be attraction marketing. And that's exactly what that is. It's becoming more like a magnet versus a repellent. You know, we don't want to repel people.
Mm-hmm.
And the way to do that, I think a lot of times people forget how to communicate online. They forget how to have a conversation. And really, you're just, if something is intriguing to you, comment on it. If you can provide value on a post, really just get to know people authentically and go into a couple different groups and be active in those groups. And people will start reaching out to you. And it's okay if to go and friend people. I have a couple other different strategies that we use to help build friends lists. A lot of times groups tell you that they don't want you to add their members, but there's other ways around being able to find other people to connect with. And that's my whole thing is like, just go be a friend. go make friends and meet new people. And so with attraction marketing, you're putting things out there that are providing value. And so you don't want to post just your product or service or your business or links. You don't want to put links inside of your posts. Facebook will devalue your post that way. That's another reason why you can use a Facebook page, because you can use comment triggers and utilize chat bots, which is something that's kind of something else that I could talk about, but it helps with automation.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Sure.
So I'll post something on my business page and then share it to my personal page. Is that a good way?
You can do that, but not everybody on your personal page is your ideal avatar.
Right.
So, but to let people know, and you can ask if you have friends and family and you have different people that support you on your personal page, you can, I would go live and let them know, hey, you know what, I'm going to be doing XYZ tips, or I'm going to be doing some business value, whatever it is that you're going to be going over to your business page, and invite them over to like it.
Yeah.
And invite them over to share it out there. Watch parties is another way that you can go live on your business page, and then you can do a watch party on your profile, and it'll actually show up as a Facebook Live on your profile.
Okay.
I
There's
don't know
so
if
many
anybody's
new things that have come up in the last year that I'm like, there's so many things.
right. And that's another thing is watch parties and Facebook Lives. I don't know if you guys have seen, I'm looking at my screen, there's a little TV and it has like the watch channel. It has the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be funneling more of your live videos into the watch channel. And that's where a lot of people, because the traditional newsfeed, how we know it today, is they're going to kind of be filtering it out. So utilizing Facebook stories for tidbits and small kind of like micro pieces of content is what really people are looking for. Not a lot of people want to have the long, dissertation of whatever it is that you might be teaching. So having little short tips, a 2 or 3 minute video, something 3 minutes or less, I think gets a lot of engagement and what people are really liking.
Yeah. So when you're doing a live, what do you think the amount of time, where people start to lose interest?
I would think probably around 12 minutes or so.
Okay.
It seems like, people are busy.
Yeah.
And if and one thing too is, and I do have a Facebook Live format that's really simple to follow. And if you can follow that each time, it's basically, it's an intro, a question, your content, and then the call to action. And so if you can follow that 4-step procedure each time, you get on there, you introduce yourself and who you are, and basically your question is going to be related to the title of your video. You're asking whatever, we could have asked like, do you use Facebook to grow your audience or something like that? You ask the question, and then provide some value, provide some content, and give them a few tips on how to do it. Or if it's weight loss, give them some tips on weight loss, or how to use stress management, anything that it is. And then the Facebook Lives are the place where you want to also have a call to action. And so you really don't want to have a call to action in all your posts. And that's another thing that people tend to, they'll say, hey, reach out to me or private message me, or if you'd like more info, and sometimes that's okay, but not all the time. And
Yeah.
so your Facebook Live is really where you want to give people that call to action if they would like more information, or if they have a question, to go ahead and reach out to you, or do a specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
So attraction marketing is, it's just that it's putting out content. And people ask too, so that brings me to my last point about content is, how do you even create content, and what is content, and where do you find the content, and all of that. And it seems like a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time. And so what I teach people to do is kind of create 4 pieces of content per month, 1 per week. And then you can utilize that 1 piece of content for that week, and you can repurpose it.
Mm.
So if some people have a blog, or some people have a newsletter that they send out. And so if you write a newsletter, then you can also do a Facebook Live the next day, maybe around that newsletter, around that information, providing some value that way. And then you can have a couple different posts or quotes or things that you use. And then also, you always want to include lifestyle photos of just, people get on Facebook because they want to find out about you and what you're doing. They don't come to buy. They really don't come to Facebook to buy. So
Yeah.
they're coming to Facebook to be entertained.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to do for Michelle. You mentioned Michelle earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Some photos for her, so she'd have those fun ones to show.
Right. Yeah, because people really, they want to come to Facebook. They want to get to know you. They want to understand who you are. And then if you're providing value and you're solving problems for them, they're going to come back and watch you. They're going to come back and basically learn from you. And so that's another thing that we talk about too with some of my clients is, it's, ILT, invest, learn, and then teach it. And so you don't have to know all of it, and you don't have to, be the expert per se. Learn something, read some. I've read things from books. I've read paragraphs from books before from
Mm-hmm.
people. I've shared articles, and I've shared links to other people's blogs. If I find information that's useful, that's what we're all here to do, is help connect and network. And so be authentic. It's not all your information, and share where you found it,
Yeah, I've done that where I've read out of the book, and
Mm-hmm.
people like that. And I'm like, oh, I should do that again, but I haven't done it in a while. Like, I forgot
Right.
about that.
Right. They do. And then everybody learns you're just the connector. And we need more connectors, right? We don't need to pretend like we're coming up with the content. And so a lot of the stuff that I'm sharing with you today, I've learned. I've invested in programs, and I've learned, and then now I get to share it. And so some of it I figured out, and I do different things, and you tweak it and make it your own. But really, just investing the time and or money to learn something, and then teaching it and sharing it with others is a great way to be of value, especially if you have a specific industry that you're helping. Then you can do a lot with that.
Yeah, and it also helps you yourself learn more because you're doing it more. And
Mm-hmm.
so Maurice is watching. Hey, Maurice.
Hi, Maurice.
Good morning. So if anybody has any questions for Tami, ask now. We will try to get to those before we end the live, but if you can't think of any now, definitely write them down, and you can comment later. If you're just jumping on, you can go back and watch the replay always. So some great information from you, Tami. Thank you.
Good.
Did you have anything else that you were going to talk about?
Well, I just letting people know, basically my main thing was the 2 different pages that you want to have is your personal page, and then your business page, or your, being the consumer and the creator, and identifying that, and not being afraid to invite people over to that business page. And people have said before that, I don't want to do that because you only get traction if you have paid advertising. And that's not necessarily true. There's different ways that you can build that. But the other reason why I think it's important to utilize that creator page, well, number one, that's the way Facebook's going to go. So if you have a business, you're going to have to go that way if you want to utilize it to grow your audience. But you can also utilize the tools that they have on there, which are paid ads or like ad campaigns to get to know people, utilizing the chat bots that I mentioned before, which is automations and ways to build your email list and communicate with people, as well as sponsored messages. So once you have 1,000 people on your business page, then you can run sponsored messages, which are like pennies on the dollar for the cost for advertising. And then another thing also with the chat bots is you can make it's a custom link that you can have, and you can put that link on any of your social media channels. So you can put that link on Instagram, you can put that link on YouTube, or inside of emails, and that link will always link back to your messenger, and then you'll get a subscriber, and you can build your subscriber list and your email list, and always with the intention of serving and providing value. I mean, that's there are, there are people that are using chatbots not necessarily in the correct way because they haven't learned that yet, just like anything else. But really, if people are opting in and they want to get your newsletter once a week, that's a great place to direct them, because now you have two lists. You have your email list and your messenger list, and you have two different ways to communicate with them. And so a lot of people aren't opening emails, but they are opening Messenger.
Okay.
So,
and there's the cost for the chatbot, right? You have to pay for that.
That's what I do with my digital agency. I help people set up different things. You can use, there is a ManyChat one. I don't know about ManyChat. I use a different provider. I have a different network that I use, and then I can help people set that up. And for just a simple link or a welcome message on your page, it's not very much to set up, and then that can just kind of be automated. It's kind of like a funnel. Okay. If people know what funnels are, that's a whole nother conversation,
right.
That you can have, but you don't necessarily need a website anymore to have a kind of a pre-qualifying funnel to get people, if they want to reach out to you and talk to you or work with you, you can get them some information that's automated, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah.
We mentioned about Facebook groups earlier. Can you touch on that for just a minute?
Yeah, so that's, you can create groups or a group from your business page as well. And that's another place that you can also provide value to a specific set, your avatar person that maybe might want to work with you more. And there's people that are, utilizing groups in a way where, in fact, I'm going to be doing very soon, like a 5-day free workshop that we'll be doing inside of a private group to learn more about a specific topic. And then you can do those kind of more intimate things inside of groups and get to know people more. And then you can also go into other groups and get to know other people. But Facebook likes that because they see that you're interacting on a more intimate level. Okay. And they like that as well as with Messenger too. So they want to see people having conversations. Mm-hmm. It's not, we're not just going to post and hope that somebody reaches out to us. They want to see it's a platform to build connection and really network. And so I think they're trying to get away from the way kind of how some of it's gone. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for all of that information. That's really good information. I'm sure you could do a whole month workshop.
I could keep going. Yeah, I can keep going, but I wanted to just get a little bit out there. If anybody has any questions, feel free to, you're more than welcome to reach out, and I'm happy to answer questions. There is a lot, and it seems overwhelming, but I think if you have a few of the basic things set up and you know who you're talking to and you're speaking, you're going into groups authentically as a human being, as yourself, and with the intention to help people and provide value, then, I think you'll be fine.
Awesome. So how can people reach out to you? What's the best way?
They can send me a message if they'd like. They can, I have my personal profile, and my business page too is also Tami Stover. So both of them are Tami Stover, and they can go ahead and send me a message if they'd like. And I'm happy to also, I can do I can give anybody kind of the Facebook Live, if people are doing lives, if they want to have the structure for the Facebook Live, I can just send that out if anybody would like that as well.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. So you have a business page as well?
I do. Mm-hmm.
What is that called again? Just Tami Stover?
It's Tami Stover.
Oh.
Yeah. Both of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you
So
for
nice
having
to
me.
see your face.
I know. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So if you are just watching for the first time and you want to know more about Women of Vision, you can always go to the Facebook page where we're going live from, womenofvisionmovement.com, and we have an Instagram, Women of Vision Movement. We have a podcast every Saturday. If you'd like to listen, find us on the podcast. Some great interviews on there. I love it. And our Facebook Lives are every other Friday. And what else do we have? We have our launch in Red Bluff coming up that I mentioned in the beginning this Saturday. You can check that out on Facebook. And if you have any questions, feel free to message the Women of Vision Messenger for any information, or the website for the membership levels and all that. We have a social every month, and I should have this memorized. I'm sorry, I don't. Like what days those are. You can always go to the Facebook page and find that. And then we have a vision development meeting on Friday mornings. Not every Friday, it's once a month. So there's a lot going on in our Women of Vision Movement group, and I'm excited to be here. I started 1.5 years ago, and I'm glad I did, because for me it was more about connecting with other women and uplifting and empowering for me and for other women. So it's not just about a meeting, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
For
thanks
sure.
everybody for watching. Have a great day, and see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.